Hello, how's it going?
Not too bad. How's it going for you today?
So far, so good. Just winding down in about an hour or so.
Oh, okay. Well, hello everybody. How are you? Welcome to the commentary zone at night. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're aware of every time we send out new content. As you can see, our schedule is very fluid. So you never know when we're sending it out. Okay, so you guys, because there was nothing on TLC, TLC abandoned us for the holiday weekend. I suggested an old favorite. To be upfront, I haven't watched this in a long time.
Fail, but okay, keep going.
Listen, I think the last time I watched it and got fed up was when, Safari was on it. Wait, I think that was New York.
That's New York.
Yeah, because he was trying to get Juju, and I think his mom liked Juju for
Oh,
him, but I thought he
yeah,
was a clown.
yes, that was New York.
So wrong thing. Oh my God, when was the last time I watched Atlanta? Oh, I know when. When Kurt cheated on Rashida.
Oh, we
I
gonna
think
get, we gonna
I
get, we gonna
dropped
talk about
out.
that.
I think I dropped out in the middle of that episode because she was pregnant and like they was running over his motorcycle and I was here for his mom. And then Mama D came in and threw down a bird's nest on the floor of the store. And I was just like, I have no idea what's going on, but I cannot witness this. And I dipped out.
Mhm.
I don't
We
think
gonna
I
talk
made
about
it through
them.
that season.
We gonna talk about Kirk and we gonna talk about Kirk and Rashida because I'm mad they back, but we'll get to that.
They didn't serve any real purpose on the show. Well, here's my overall thing. Having not watched it for a very, very long time. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. It seemed like a lot of bad actors.
I mean, yeah. As it went on, it did come across that way. It came across very scripted, especially when the whole Kirk cheating quote unquote scandal came out. I'm like, oof, this
No,
is
I could
terrible.
barely tolerate it back then.
Mhm.
But last night seemed very scripted. Like, okay, Kirk and Rashida's scene in the bedroom.
We know that was scripted. We know that was scripted.
And then the one in the boutique with BK and Sierra.
Lightly scripted.
And then Sierra's scene at the jewelry shop.
Uh, pretty scripted.
I think the only person I liked on the show was someone I didn't even know.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. The young brat or what his name is her.
young, young baby Tate.
Young baby Tate. I knew it was young somebody.
I like her one, even though she spells it wrong. But Tate, Tate, is a derivative of TAT or TAI. No, wait, TAIT or TAITT, and that's one of my family's names. My mother's
Mm.
mother maiden name was Tate, so I'm just assuming. I'm trying to claim her for the Caribbean. Um, but that's all in my head because I
Here's
know
the
it's
thing though. Let's
probably
be
not
honest.
her government name.
Let's
But
call a
I
thing a
liked
thing.
her story.
Right. Let's call a thing a thing right now. Like Trey said, I was heavily underwhelmed by last night's episode. Look, the reason
Mm-hmm.
why we were underwhelmed because there was no Stevie, there was no
Yeah,
Jocelyn, there was no
yeah.
KK, there was no
Even
Will
Cardi
Scraft.
Red, like where was she?
She's coming on
I
next. She's
like
coming on next
her.
episode. She's coming on next episode. So
Oh,
all of the real characters um are not there. Like we know we're used to having Jocelyn calling Mimi the maid and and Stevie and them fighting running around Atlanta.
but wait, were you disappointed when what's his name, Young Jock, showed up without that perm in his hair? I was kind
Yeah,
of disappointed because I like him. I
Jock is cool.
I like him for some reason. He has just the right amount of messiness. And here's the sad thing. I like him with Cardi Red. I do.
I no, I get it. Because they're cool. They're entertaining. That's why. Between
The
his
tit for
mess and her
tat.
full of, yeah, that and between his mess and his like 10 babies by the 6 baby mamas, whatever, and her mess, it's like they were hilarious together.
But I in the previews for the rest of the season where he's talking with I assume his son and he gets like totally fired up and
Right.
throws something, I'm
Mhm.
intrigued by that.
Mhm.
I don't
Jock
know.
Jock has a Jock is cool because he has a good heart. He just has trouble with commitment.
Mhm. Yeah, yes. I will agree with you on that. And he is a good time.
Yes.
He is a good time. Um eh, I didn't like there's a lot of people from New York. Maybe that's why I got confused. I was watching New York. There's a lot of people that have moved down
Yes.
and infiltrated Atlanta. I'm not
Yandy
sure if
and
I like the vibe.
yeah, Yandy M and DC's and Erica and Safari. I wasn't really feeling that either. I'm like, oof, oof. They just don't give me Atlanta vibe because I'm used to the old characters. Like they could have brought some of them back. Don't give me people I know from another franchise. I think this is part of the reason why Bravo doesn't do the whole transfer of franchises.
Yeah. It didn't work. And I was looking for Spice. Like I remember Spice. Like I support the Caribbean people. Spice and Cardi Red. Those two. And of course the Puerto Rican princess. Hey
I, I miss
Ablavi. Hey
I miss them.
Susan.
I miss them already
Hey Trey.
because this was
Sorry.
flat. This was flat to me.
But don't you think that they should have brought back their heavy swingers to do the premiere and then incorporate the new
Yeah,
characters?
exactly. They should have brought in all
Whew.
the old characters. Um, I know Jocelyn has her own show already. We know that. I was looking for Stevie and Faith. What's going on with that situation? Him and his 500 kids. Um, if I'm gonna get is you know Scrappy and Bambi fighting all season. Kirk and Rashida having marital issues with him cheating again.
He's
See,
cheating again?
he probably will. Sierra run around with some new dude, some youngin in Dubai. I don't think I'm really here for this season.
Let me ask a question. Um, oh God. That was okay. In Kurt and Rashida's scene, the little boy that came in, is that
Hmm.
the baby she was pregnant with when I last watched?
Yes, that's the
Oh my
youngest.
God. How old is he? 10? He's a
He
big
old.
boy.
He just old.
Wow. I feel like I haven't watched in a really, really long time.
And I agree with Trey on this one. Where's our comment? Yes, we all saw Erica and Safari's entire storyline play out on IG and
Well,
Twitter.
that was one of the big, like, okay, him and Scrappy, which remind me, I have a question about Scrappy's teeth. But him and Scrappy, their whole like encounter at the gym was like way, 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 and then the conversation that Safari had with Erica, that didn't seem normal. Like the end result of that with her going upstairs and saying take this off of me and like in the room and putting the mic pap outside, like that didn't seem like that scene went like how it was supposed to.
Well, with them, it's funny. This is allegedly they got married for the camera. I'm like, okay, this is why you don't do that if we subscribe to that theory. So with him, his attitude, I'm like, well, haven't you been watching Erica for years by now? Like you should know what you get. But I, and he may not want to admit this. This is just me thinking out loud. He went from Nicki Minaj got nothing. You
Mm-hmm.
go when you have Nicki Minaj, pretty much everything you get after that's kind of probably gonna be a downgrade. Then he was really feeling Juju. Juju's like, nah, I'm cool. Because
Yeah.
Juju had it going on. Let's be honest. She had it going on.
He wasn't
And
mature
then
enough for Juju, though. Let's call a thing
right.
a thing. Yeah.
And then you go with Erica Mena. Come on
Yeah.
now. Come on now.
I
He
never understood that.
he is because they're both immature people. So you have two immature people who got married.
But I thought he would want somebody classier.
I mean, but he tried to go classier and got shot down. I think his little confidence was shot.
Hi, Yanni. Hi, Black Lavender.
You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but is that all he could get? There was nobody else. Like, what about the lesbian girl from that used to hang out with all the guys in Love and Hip Hop New York?
Snoop.
Yeah, couldn't he go after her?
I mean, I think with Safari, he has a certain type. He for some reason he wants an industry entertainment woman. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think deep down, what he should have done is really told his mother, like, look, I'm not trying to be married and have no kids, and just be a
His
confirmed
mom
bachelor.
really liked Juju though.
Who didn't like Juju? We all love Juju
Oh my god.
because when his mama said, and she's like, this is what you need to be. When his mama said, this is what you need to be bringing home to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was like on the Juju train, and so was he. But Juju knows what Safari's all about. So, and she's not gonna. She had just got out of a 10-year relationship that didn't end in marriage, so she was still coming off of that emotionally. And then she knows what Safari's all about anyway, living in New York, hearing the story. So she's like, "Nah, we not doing that with you."
Okay, so Trey, I saw the pictures that were leaked. Okay. Honestly, he couldn't come anywhere near me. Like, I feel like what he has would be touching my diaphragm if it went through me vaginally. Like, no one needs to get their teeth clean from the other hole. Honestly, like, seriously, he is scary. He is scary. And no woman should be treated with that dangalang. None, because I saw Black Lavender said that he shouldn't treat her like that. I wholeheartedly agree because that's abuse with that thing that he's toting around, and I think he should just keep that to OnlyFans for the and just put a warning label on it. Wide loads, size hazard. I don't know. Oh my God, I can choke you from over here. No, and good on her. Maybe she gets hazard pay for dealing with that. I don't know. I couldn't personally do it. I took 3 looks and I was like, ouch. As a woman, ouch. With dusty pipes and rotten eggs, I just said, ouch. Everything in my reproductive system contracted when I saw that.
Not that.
Yeah,
Um,
that needed to be deported back to Jamaica.
the Yandy finds sign her marriage certificate. Bobby, she's not gonna sign that. I'm sorry, she's not. She's not.
And I don't blame her.
Me
I don't
neither.
blame her for not signing that because she
Mm-mm.
all about her business. And she's
Her
like,
money
if he go
and her
down,
money.
he's not taking my money for his
Exa-
mistake.
exactly.
You want to go off and do that? I love you, boo, from behind those bars over there. What I don't agree with is that she must be really good friends with Mona because Mona is buying her 2 weddings in 2 countries on 2 different franchises. So sick of them.
Them two, the whole like the whole that whole their whole scene. I didn't like that scene because of the way he talked to her. She was trying to be mature, and I'm going to give Erica credit on this, but she was trying to be mature and have an adult conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he just want to be mad. I'm like, what are you mad about? Like, her aggressive. Like, have you not seen Erica Mena? Like, her first season. Her first issue was with Kimbella, um, fighting in Miami. I mean,
No, New York.
no, but they were.
What?
I think they were in Miami. I think they took a
They
trip to
were in
Miami.
Miami at the time?
Yeah,
Okay.
and throwing glasses and fighting. I mean, what do you expect?
Yes, yes, where they met on an open patio or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was her intro.
right. So what are you talking about? What are you talking
I
about?
don't
Her
know.
aggressive?
That's why I say that that particular scene where they were like where they were in that room with all them damn toys, that kid has too much toys. Um,
Mm,
but I digress. Eh, I don't think that scene went the way how it was supposed to, and
no.
I don't like they didn't communicate anything effectively to each other.
Well, they're the type of people who want to be right. So you
And
have two immature
insulting.
people. You have two immature people who want to be right and are selfish. I mean,
Mhm.
what do y'all expect to happen with that? And this is just who they are. Y'all shouldn't have got married. That's just the way it lays. And now you're on baby number two. Excuse you?
Oh, speaking of baby number 2, like Bambi, how many babies has she had for Scrappy?
Two. This is number three.
I missed 1 and 2. I was so shocked. I was like, "Yay, she's pregnant." And then she said number 3. I
Yeah,
was like,
the
"Where did that
Bambi.
come from?" Is the first Are the first 2 twins?
No,
Irish twins?
basically.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, her intro was in Miami
Mm,
as a
it's
Yandy the
manager. Next thing was
manager.
funny, right?
Oh. If
And they're still and Bambi and Scrappy been having issues since they started dating, and you're married and you're still having issues 3 babies in. Okay, good
Mhm.
job.
But speaking of Scrappy,
Mm,
are those his real teeth? They seem very prominent.
I don't think they're his.
Okay.
I don't think they're paid for.
Okay.
And if we're being honest, Scrappy hasn't been interesting since Erica Dixon was on the show. I'm gonna be honest.
I know.
Like
I
the
liked
most,
their dynamic.
yeah, I like their dynamic and also Mama D.
Yes.
We only need Scrappy on the screen for like 2 seconds, and he can go off the screen. We can have Mama D in earnest,
And the kingdom.
right?
I'm the queen
The
in the kingdom.
palace, and
Oh my
in that order,
And in that order, spelling it completely wrong.
right?
But she
Love
was
her.
the equivalent of Love and Hip Hop New York. That crazy woman, Jim
Nancy,
Jones' mom,
Nancy,
Nancy. Remember when she
Nancy,
misspelled
psychotic,
psychology?
psychotic.
Psychotic
Yeah,
on a T-shirt.
right.
Oh yeah, yeah. I miss Sierra assistant that was smashing her husband.
Right,
What?
right, right, right.
Wait, what happened to the Asian girl that was the nail tech
Oh,
that was spilling all of the tea on her relationship?
oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember. Lovely, the lovely Mimi.
Think so. Yes.
I liked her,
I liked her too because she had all the gossip.
and then it wasn't afraid to spill it.
Right. Oh my God.
We gotta get
You,
used to this new cast because we're so used to the old cast. We've been with them for years, and we know all their foolishness. I wanted KK and Tierra and Scrap and his brother. I wanted them back on the show because they were entertaining to me.
mm-hmm. I can't send Jim Jones' mama voice for real. Like she smoked 3 packs of like Marlboros a day, and she got her
So
voice box removed.
let's talk about are we good with Scrappy and Bambi? There was
Well, there
no
was
no but
nothing much there.
right. So let's go Yandy and DC's. Do we really think that Yandy and DC's left New York because they really wanted to and a fresh start to be near her family? Because I'm sorry, if you were really missing your family that much, why didn't you move while he was in behind bars? You wasn't missing your family that much then.
Right?
But Chrissy Lampkin comes back to town, and all of a sudden you want to leave and go back to your family.
Chrissy, who? Chrissy is Jim
Chrissy's from
Jones?
season, yes, for Jim Jones' forever fiance.
Right. She
So
just
she,
celebrated her 50th birthday, I think.
wow. But she, remember, she came back to New York that last season.
Well, there can't be two queens in New York.
But you can let somebody run you. Okay. That's just my opinion. Do you think Yandy left because Chrissy back on the scene?
Well, the word on the streets that I heard was that Mona ain't really bringing back New York. So Yandy's her good
Oh,
friend. So she need to give her
oh.
a check, and that includes
Mm-hmm.
Mendices. So
That
if you
makes sense.
willing to move,
That makes. I didn't know that she would not bring back New York. New York was my favorite. New York was a whole mess.
yes, the guy that would sleep with everybody, the what was he? Dollars, Richie Dollars.
Rich Dallas.
Oh, I loved him. He was my favorite. Like, I like the weird characters on these shows. I don't know why.
So Mona's not bringing. Wow, but she gonna bring.
That's
But
what
you bring
I
back.
heard.
But you gonna bring back Miami? Okay.
Well, well,
I'm just saying. I mean, like your whole show is based on Trick and Trina, which is probably why Trick ran his mouth on Beyonce, talking about she can't sing.
that's the word on the streets that I heard. That's why he did that. And again,
Mm-hmm.
Trina was trying to distance herself from it.
Right? She's a yeah, of course.
I don't know him. She the
Right.
queen.
I love her. Love you, B. That was
And
too funny.
that's why I think Trina cousin, the glam puss,
Joy,
no,
Joy, not
the
Joy.
boy, the guy that
Bobby
wants
Light.
to be, yeah, that's why he got involved with the debacle with between Safari and the wife. He
Menace.
could have just left it there and said, I don't get into physical altercations with any women. But he kept on going and going and going, and nobody was asking him.
Well, that's Bobby though. He's always been that way.
Ugh.
Always. But okay, so Yandy and Medici are back in Atlanta to be near her family, which is cool, and to get that check. Good job, Yandy. Um, but do we really care about them?
No.
Because I'm not sure if everyone else agrees with me, but I like the old Yandy who was the hustler and looking for talent, and was like Yandy's always had confidence, but now it just seemed like she got a little bit big for herself, and she became unlikable because everything was just whining and crying about my man's in jail. Like we know your man's in jail, and quit acting like he didn't do nothing wrong. And that's another issue I have on this in this episode. She really tried to tie in Mendice's going to jail with Breonna Taylor, and I did not like that because they're two completely separate things.
Hey, Wit. I didn't like most of her segment with regards to Black Lives Matters because I just felt like she was the Portia of this show. It's very important. It's a great cause. We all need to get better informed, not only for our own day-to-day lives, but in
Mm-hmm.
support of the people who've been impacted by police brutality. But it's been done so many times, and this just felt like a regurgitation of Portia.
Where I felt the same way, but why my like I'm going back to my core issue was like you're trying to put your husband's situation like he was victimized by the criminal justice system. What
But
wasn't he guilty?
she's been trying to rewrite that narrative um for years now. And truth be told, you disprove everything that you say by not signing that marriage license.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
when that came to light for me, I was like, sis, you know he guilty. Shut up.
Right. And did you see? Do you? I'm not sure if you remember the scene where it was like in the midst of where she was getting called up from not signing it. Remember, if I recall correctly, she had that manila folder with the marriage documents in it, and she just looked at it.
Yep.
I was like, you're not in a rush to sign those bad boys. Why not?
Mm-mm. And then on top of that, she didn't tell him. Remember? There was a big
No.
delay between him
Mhm.
finding out because he thought they was married.
Right.
So, yeah. Although I agree with it, I didn't agree with not telling him because I
Exactly.
thought he was in on it.
Mhm. I thought they had a private arrangement between
Mm-mm.
themselves,
Mm-mm.
and like, okay, I get it. Like, to the world, you're gonna say we're married, we did this, we did that, cool. But when he didn't know, I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
Yandy,
Yeah.
no,
She it was
no.
classic though. It was classic. Look at what we're doing. We're talking about every other franchise except this one because we're so disappointed with this.
What it is it's like you're bringing in characters, and so with Yandy and DC, I think with them is we didn't care about you in New York, so why are we gonna care about you in Atlanta? Unless you have some entertaining family, or you going to actually scout Atlanta talent. I want Yandy to go back to her job, like her hustle job, looking for
Mhm.
talent, trying to book artists. I want that Yandy back, not this watered down. Yeah, no. I mean, DC, you alright. I mean, how's he gonna work? Because he has, like, how's that gonna go with him trying to find a job with a
Isn't he
record?
like a rapper? Like, doesn't he just have to like get a label or
A
something?
producer? I
Wait, he's a
mean,
producer or a rapper? I don't know.
I don't know why I thought he was a producer.
Well, then if it's a producer, he's that's super easy. Go and produce something. I don't know. Rich Dollars did it, didn't he?
I want to see something. When DC's? Because I just need to know what is his job. Okay, so he's a TV personality, record producer. Okay, he ain't got to go out to work at 9 to 5. He's got to convert one of those rooms into a studio, and he's good to go. And he's a real estate entrepreneur. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, cool.
Real
I was
estate
what?
entrepreneur. So he got rentals.
Or he owns some 7-Elevens. Either way,
Okay.
but so he doesn't go out there and try to apply for jobs. So he'll be fine. And
Hmm.
Atlanta's good for them. But I don't want them whining about him in the criminal justice system. He got caught. He did his time. He's out. I'm going to need them to move forward. I'm going to need
Mm.
them to move forward because them scenes where she was boohooing and blowing snot, waiting for him to get out of jail. I'm like, ma'am, we get it. We feel for you, but what are you doing? What are you doing? And it was nice to meet her dad. He's like, I'm just 5 minutes away from you. Cool. So it's good to see that. I want to see more of her family and what they think, and I hope they're entertaining. I hope they're
Mm.
entertaining.
I
And
I don't
go ahead.
hope. I don't see like them that couple, Yandy and Mendices, and Rashida and her husband,
Kurt.
Kurt. Yeah, I don't see them to be entertaining. I don't see Sierra to be entertaining. Like where that girl, Tokyo Tony, she was hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
She was like,
Tokyo
is she coming?
Tony, lovely Mimi, Sierra's assistant. Like, these characters are kind of dry. But you know
Oh,
what it is though? It's because the other characters, like we were talking about earlier, KK, Mimi, Arian, K Michelle, Jocelyn, like the women were the big personalities, and these women we have this season so far. kind of
Hmm.
flat. Kind of flat.
Yeah. We're at least what we were introduced to on the premiere, in which
Right.
I just wonder. I thought you come out in your premiere with a bang. If
Oh,
this is the bang, the rest of
Tokyo's
the
done.
season. Why?
I mean, they could have brought in like they could have imported some people like Masika and Hazel E. Give me something.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
important other people. They need to check.
Do you think
Yes.
that this will get better once we go to Dubai?
Oh yeah, Tokyo Tony is Black China's mama.
Tokyo.
That's right.
So then who's the girl? That
Lovely
wasn't her
Mimi's
name.
Lovely Mimi's the nail technician.
Lovely Mimi. I swear there was a Tokyo Tony on this. She was a fluffy girl and she was long nails, always got a smart mouth. And she was in the music business.
Oh, Miss Jessica Dime too. Jocelyn's friend from Miami.
She said it on IG. Oh.
Oh, that's too bad. So we're just missing the characters. It's just like we're missing all the characters. You know, you know what happened with this episode. It felt like people were missing, and that shouldn't
Yeah.
happen. That shouldn't happen on your premiere episode. We should be wondering like, okay, where's this person? Where's that person?
Yeah.
Oh, essence she's just Tokyo.
She just Tokyo.
Just Tokyo. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Thank you, SM.
You
Please
know what I mean?
forgive. I knew who I was talking about. I just didn't know her real name. I got half, well, I got it half right.
So yeah, with this, like I said, with this premiere, it left us wanting a whole lot more, like another 45 minutes more, because I got
Mm-hmm.
nothing, zero.
I don't know. I struggled watching this. I couldn't take another 45 minutes. I just thought like, wait, did they play the theme song?
Nope.
This the life. This the
Mm-mm.
life.
No, they did the intro, but it's a different format. They kind of they're trying to go more classy
Do they know where they at?
because they did New York the same way, but New York's theme music better suits this style of intro. This intro felt like they just zipped through everybody because there were so many of them. They had to give them all. They had to give them all top billing. That's why it wasn't as good. Oh, just Chess said I watched 20 minutes. I feel bad. Oh,
Is this what we getting for the season? Because
I'm gonna
I didn't
I'm gonna put it like this way.
like it.
This has Basketball Wives season 9 written all over it to me. This past season of Basketball Wives. That's what it felt like to me.
Wow.
Anytime you important people to save your franchise, it's bad. No. Mm-mm.
Yes, I agree with this. I was like, where is she? Like that scene with Sierra in the jewelry store, they could have scrapped that.
Right.
If you okay, and I first of all, I had a major issue with that whole breakup thing regarding the ring. All
Mm.
right, so from what I gathered, he proposed to her, and then the very next week, she said yes when he proposed. The very next week, she broke up with him,
Right.
not the other way around, but
Right.
she broke up with him. And that has been how long ago? So he ain't saying nothing about that ring, even though if you're breaking up with him, give him back his ring. You have severed the verbal agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So how are you then going to take that ring that you should have given back legally and or at least etiquette wise um and not pawning it, but taking it back to the jewelry store to get different jewelry in exchange? And you're giving I think it was her sister and her friend, like you're out, and mom, you're outfitting the whole family. Base. No, this is not what you do when you keep an engagement ring. It isn't.
Hmm. Since she broke it off, I agree. She should have given it back. Now, how he broke it with her, you keep it.
Yes. Yes. Like how,
Yeah,
what's her name from Housewives of New York? The
Tinsley.
Tinsley, yes. He broke up with her, so she gets to keep the ring.
Correct. I agree.
So Wendy Williams shaded Carly today for having a purse stolen at Puffy's white party.
How did she even get into Puffy's white party though? That's what I want to know.
For having So wait, did Carly steal the purse, or was it her purse that was stolen? If it like why would Wendy shade her if it was her purse that was stolen?
Because it's Carly. Because it's Carly Red. That's why.
Oh my god. Like Wendy is really trying very
Okay,
hard
I just said
to
there's
make
a
us
trade
care.
road. Trade road. I didn't notice it. She said, "Who does she know to get invited to a Sean party?" That's what I'm
Listen,
saying.
we all know she was serving the hors d'oeuvres. Oh god, this looks like it's gonna
She's
be a
part of the
slap
catering.
for this.
She's part of the catering staff.
Yeah, basically, and she snuck in there.
This is gonna be. This looks like it's gonna be a slap. Yeah, it is. Because this is the best. This is the best you have to like open with. We in trouble.
I agree with you, Just Chat. I agree with you. She broke the engagement. She broke the verbal agreement. Give back the ring. Wait,
When
hold up. Wendy was a +1?
oh well,
Wait, just chat.
hold.
Do tell. Just chat on that.
When you was a
Wendy
plus
was a
one.
+1?
Ooh, not even an invitation.
Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wendy been getting into a lot of skirmishes lately.
Yeah, she can't help herself though. She can't help herself.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
I mean, at this point, we hit on everybody, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else to really talk about. I have no hope for this season. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Oh,
Wait,
she's just talking mess.
was the only time that we saw young Jock was at the radio station? Really? I'm
Yes,
gonna need to see more of him. And I'm gonna
yes.
need him to like get like a full-on unit put on this year or something. I look forward to what he does with his hair.
I'm gonna say this. I have no hope for this season. I'm gonna come out the gate just being completely honest and go by what we see.
Mhm.
This was a bad first episode.
It was.
It can only go up from here.
I don't think so.
This is tragic. It can't get no worse because we have. But see, it's gonna get better because we have Carly Red coming in, and she's gonna be introducing Lamar Odom to her friends as her
See,
boyfriend.
that no. No. No, 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 no. I don't wanna see him.
Hey, you got to have something. And then remember Spice is coming in too. I want to see who she gonna get into with this season. So I'm looking for. I like I said, I have really no hope for this season overall. But with the introduction of Carly Rae coming on the scene, back on the scene, Spice coming back on the scene, we should be okay. So we know Spice is gonna fight with somebody, and we know Carly's gonna fight with somebody. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay. And I want to see if Carly and Sierra are friends again. That's what I'm interested in. Because remember, they had a big blow up there last season.
I didn't watch it last season.
I want to see if they come back together.
I tell you, last time I watched this,
Right.
like
Rasheed was
a
pregnant.
good part of the season was when Rashida was pregnant and breaking up with Kurt. And then I dipped in a little bit to see Tokyo.
Oh, I'm also interested to see how they gonna handle with their son's girlfriends getting into a fight. That should be interesting.
Whose son girlfriend fighting? What?
Yeah, so I guess Kirk Jr. and Cass, their two sons, apparently their girlfriends got into a fight. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's gonna play
Who
out.
cares about that? Like, this used to be about the record industry, and I think that's the only reason why I like Young Baby Tate, because you're showing her progression
Right.
from independent artists, trying to rise up
Hmm.
the ranks. I did like her little virtual performance for South by
Right.
Southwest. I really enjoyed that. This was always about music industry, like people coming into the business, and not so much so like the family thing is okay, but the main focus was being in the studio, and now I feel like we've derailed that.
Well, who on the show is really doing music right now, though?
This
Like,
girl,
think
young
about it.
young baby Tate. And I
But who
wouldn't
else
mind
though?
seeing young Jock at work as a DJ.
Yeah, that's cool. But I'm saying, but who else though?
Well,
I
like
mean,
you said, make Yandy go and find a talent.
right. That's the thing. And I want to see if Erica is going to get back in the studio. I
I
agree with
don't
you.
want to see that, because she should have never been in the first place. She sound like two wet cats getting slung up against each other. Sorry, that's not entertainment for me. Like, don't ever bring that up again. Like, what are you talking about? I want to see Erica sing again. Shut up. Oh my God. Who the hell are you? What?
Really, how do you really feel? How do you really feel about Erica singing?
Are
How do
you
you really feel?
serious?
Let it all up.
That was a fucking joke when they first brought it up. Did you hear her? Did you hear her? Like, wait, am I wrong here?
Oh, it's not that you're wrong. It's just your reaction. I wasn't
Like, I
expecting
can't
that.
believe you actually said that with a straight, serious face.
I
Like,
can say a lot of things with a straight serious face. Come on now.
oh
You
my
should know who you're talking to. You should know who you're talking to. You should know me by now. I can say anything with a straight face.
God.
But just your reaction. You just cannot handle it. You just cannot you couldn't handle it.
No, I'm sorry. Like, that was like really, that's not of this universe. Sorry.
So did you laugh at her when Rich gave away her song to Olivia?
Hell yeah. Like, he
Well,
wasn't wasting a good song on that.
oh my
He
goodness.
just hit it. He got what he wanted. I loved their interactions. I really did. His was second to the triad with Peter Guns and
Amina and Tara.
yes.
I missed that.
Oh, him. Oh my God. Oh, good old days. Good old
They were
days.
that whole situation was a complete mess,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Mm-hmm.
when he moved Amina into the building. It saw no problem. It saw no problem with it.
Wow. I don't know.
Um,
Erica thought her music was hot when she was working with Rich.
she did. She did. She she thought she was going to be a star. She really did.
That girl got a hearing impediment.
She thought she could sing, and we all have our dreams. So she was going for her dream. It just didn't work out.
Okay.
That's the
That's why
story.
she could go.
That's the
That's
story I'm
got it.
going with.
Amina voice. Yes, she had a really good voice. I liked her. I think she put too much faith into the wrong person.
Hmm.
And I think she was under the delusion that she could change him.
I don't know how she thought that. If the woman he's been with for 12 years and got two babies and who he has two kids with couldn't change him, what makes you think you could?
I don't know.
But back to so we're gonna wrap this up with
Yeah.
Atlanta. Are you with me on this one? We have no hope for this season, right? Do we have a consensus?
I just thought a lot of this was manufactured, and it's always been manufactured, but at least the people who were executing did it better, so it was a lot more entertaining for me. This wasn't entertaining.
Do you think it's more? This comes off as such a flop because of who the characters we were so used to, and then like yeah, part of it, yeah, we know that's how scripted parts of it, but do you think it's because those characters they have such big personalities and they have such interesting backstories? You know what I mean? They have really interesting
Yeah.
backstories to them, and they have their. You know what it is? That's what it is. I just thought about it. So all the characters in the past season they were really intertwined. Like
Mhm.
they had been together for years, been friends for years,
Mhm.
working with each other for years. Now what's happened is you put four new characters who have really no connection to any other players. It felt like a
Mhm.
puzzle they put together versus a web of relationships. And I was
But
trying to
did
figure out what is it.
but the puzzle pieces weren't fitting for me.
That's what I'm saying. This is like a puzzle they
Yeah.
try to put together. It just doesn't work. Whereas like the other things, like we've been friends. I've been like Stevie and KK. I've been knowing her for like 20 some years, and this, and that.
Mhm.
You like it was so they were so in each other's lives. They always talked to each other. This just felt like y'all, you don't even know these people. Like even the scene with Yanny and Jock in the studio felt produced.
Mhm.
Oh, I drove
And
by
then
your
the
I drove by your
girl,
club.
young baby Tate, she didn't interact with any of the older people. Like, I didn't know any of
No.
those girls she was sitting down with
Mm.
at the roller skating rink, which I really did like. I like a roller
Mm.
skating rink. And then the second scene, you saw her and her manager in the car going,
Mm-hmm.
then you see a cut to the video, the virtual performance.
Right.
It made no sense.
That's what it is. It feels very disjointed. No
And
real
then they
connection.
spliced in Bambi's wine and vodka party.
And how does Erica know Bambi? That
I
just seems
didn't
odd.
know.
Maybe y'all met through the virtual reunion. Y'all became friends. Okay, I guess.
Did they go to the retreat where Bambi got pregnant? Did Erica go to that? Maybe she met
No,
her there.
I think Kirk and Rashida went on the retreat. I think it was Kirk and Rashida who went on the retreat. But I'm just saying, like this season, I'm putting it out there now. Don't expect too much. It will get better because we'll get some older characters we like. But yeah, this is a mess for me.
Yeah, this was a big disappointment. I was because I suggested for us to watch this because I was excited. I hadn't watched in a very long time, and this was just okay.
This makes me want to go back and start from the beginning and just like do reviews on the old seasons because this was just trash. This
Oh
is
my god.
Mona. I know you're strapped. I know you're strapped for time and for cash, but do better. Do better.
I guess so. Well, production is probably cheaper in Atlanta.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably by a good piece too. So I mean, I'll watch it just for nostalgia's sake, but I'm not going to like. I won't. I know I won't be invested as much as I normally would.
Oh my god, I already threw away the paper. Okay, so
That tells you all you need to know.
exactly. Okay, so guys, this is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 10, episode 1, The New Normal. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you thought about this first premiere episode of season 10. Also, let us know who you want to see come back, who isn't back. And who do you think would make better characters on the season? I don't know. I'm tired of Rashida and Kurt.
I think we all are. To
It
be
just seems
honest.
like it's the same storyline. He cheats and she takes him back, gets angry, then takes him back. Though I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind seeing her mom come out at him again. I
Me
liked her
neither.
mom.
Mama Shirlene.
Yeah,
But the one
yeah.
thing I do want to know is Press Houston still there?
Who's that? Who?
Press, because I'm not sure if you remember if you start watching, but Prashida had opened a store in Houston
Who's
and
Rashida?
Rashida,
Oh, Rashida. Oh, I thought you said
yeah,
Prashida. I was like, who's
no,
this? She
no,
did
Rashida,
open a store in Houston?
yeah, it wasn't doing well, so they fired the manager, Yeah, so I'm wondering if what's going on there.
Why would she go to Houston?
Yeah, I don't
How is
know.
she supposed to manage that when she can't even take care of business at home?
Let me check on that before we sign off. I'm nosy.
You're nosy? Oh my God. Guys, this is a mess. Oh, let me remind you guys, please give us a thumbs up. We need a thumbs up. I see 7. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up right here. Come on, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Tell a friend, have them come and join us. Yes, these are the evening shows. Sorry, but I have a schedule change. So for the next 3 weeks, we will be doing them at this time. And hope you guys can come and join us. What are we doing tomorrow? Housewives of New York City?
Tomorrow is New York.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to split up the Housewives again because this is a very light week. So we'll do Housewives of New York City tomorrow. We'll do Housewives of Beverly Hills if it's new on Thursday, and Family Karma on Friday. Sound good?
Yes, it looks like press is still open in Houston.
Ooh,
Good job, Rashida. Good job. You
nice.
managed to keep that store open. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying it's retail. Retail tough. Retail is
It
tough.
is. It is. It is. But I find in Atlanta, everybody has a store.
Hmm.
All of these ladies have a store on both Atlanta. A couple of them have stores.
Hmm.
But on this show, everybody has a store.
Which is good,
Mm-hmm.
provided you have good quality products. So I'm glad she was able to keep both stores open.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out.
We shall
Now,
see.
Love and Hip Hop Houston would be interesting,
Not
but
with Rashida. Stop
no,
it.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh,
No, you can't look at
not
Sister
with
Rashida. Not one more season. Not one more season.
Because, if that's why you were looking at the Houston store to see if it's still open so that she could, run away from Kurt and start a new franchise there, no, stop it.
No, I was just wondering because I remember the store was having issues with sales at one point. So
Oh,
I want
interesting.
I want to say Mama Charlene was out there running it for a minute. I can't really
Mm,
remember.
well,
I
that's
think she was in
good.
Houston. Yeah, but anywho, I
All
think we're
right.
good.
Yep. We are good. Guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully, you'll tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and we'll be doing Housewives tomorrow.
Yep,
All right, my friend, any final thoughts?
we're good.
All right, so until next time,
Yep.
bye.
Bye.